Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat podcast, the show where we review some of the week's major news in the world of football. My name is Benton, along with the family. Junior, well going, family. You're Gladbach boss, aka you're supposed to be extremely excited, family. Well going.
Well, you know, if it's one thing this week showing that a broken clock can be right twice.
And who or what is the broken clock?
Both Jamaica and the Empire Manchester United.
All right, see that. Well, speaking of Empire, what a rotted goal the one Mr. Alejandro Garnacho scored.
Is he background? Backside. Yo, brother.
Where's the sound effect, family? Get the shot them for fire, cause that goal are normal.
Yeah.
Get the sound effect. But
Jado. It rival Rooney goal.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of us who play football, and most of us who play football, aspire or dream to score a goal like that.
Yes.
Most of us don't have the cojones, aka balls, to attempt it. And the small percentage that have the balls or the cojones to attempt it, fail. The small percentage that attempt it, most of them fail, and it's only a very small percentage that actually execute it. So, Alejandro Garnacho, general goal reader.
Yeah. Well said.
Well, football family, welcome to the show. Big up to all the new subscribers. We picked up quite a few new subscribers recently through the watch along through the international break. Welcome. This is our week that was football show. We recap some of the week's major news in the world of football. We're going to start off the top of the show with Ballers and Bugs, highlighting the impressive players of the week. Then we segue to EPL recap, looking at the scores that in this weekend's EPL action and other major leagues, and get our final thoughts on Everton's 10 points deduction, while Everton corner dark. Jamaica's comeback. Reggae Boys coming back in Canada in frigid condition. Reggaegirlz upcoming game. Why are games? I thought Reggaegirlz have multiple games coming and the squad. If there's a squad, we don't know. We see training are going, but we don't see an official squad released from the Reggae from JFF. And also, we'll get our thoughts on Champions League football coming up, but we're kicking off with Ballers and Bugs family. Engineer, who you have? In fact, big up to the family, send on the Ballers and Bugs. Ballers, engineer, who you have?
Yeah, my ball of the week, I'm going to start it off with Shamar Nicholson. Have to definitely start off with Shamar Nicholson scoring that brace early this week against Canada, bringing us back from the doldrums of defeat and carrying us to the Copa America. My big ball of the week. My other ball of the week, but definitely, we beat Trent Arnold. We beat Trent every week, and we're going to beat him because they will kill him Saturday. But you know what? That brother, when him get him chance, he scores. And he steps up to the big moves. I forgive it to Trent. I forgive it to Liverpool too. But I have an argument we're going to bring later on about that. You and I, Emery, we waxed lyrical about Tottenham earlier, and I asked a question pre-international break. Is this the start of the Tottenham slide? I'm going to calm it down. And it's 3 games after I ask the question. I'm going to ask it again. Is it the start of Tottenham step? And I'm going to give it to you and I, Emery. Big result against Tottenham. And Benton, I'm going to sound like a broken record. It is what it is. But Harry Kane just can't stop score. 18 goals so far in the Bundesliga. The man scored Friday. One love Bayern Munich. Get the man in ratings, Benton.
Yeah, so you list Ballers of the week and you don't get Alejandro Garnacho baller.
Look, listen to me. When Rooney scored free in bicycle, we weren't doing Ballchat at the time, I would never give him ball of the week. When Cristiano Ronaldo scored the bicycle, we can't believe them great moments as ball of the week. That's going to be memory of the year. Don't belittle the man them way the better. Come on, man.
Okay. So when Christian Benteke scored his version, what which is memory of the year too?
But Benteke one can yeah. You get a memory of the month.
I hope Ganacho don't end up like Benteke, you know.
You crazy?
Yo, big up to the family, big up to BM. BM says he led Ballchat. I bet Everton regret not showing Demarai Gray more respect and keeping him. They are prime relegation candidates. I don't feel sorry for them. By the way, Everton fans, come at me. We'll talk later. Ball of the week from BM is Shamar Bowser Nicholson. Chinny. Ball goes to Kobe and Miano. You got his debut, what, 17, 18 years?
Yes, yeah.
It must be a Manchester United fans. Out of all the ballers that was on display this week, I this look at youth, I get baller of the week.
No, the man shine to the bed, dad. Come on.
Okay. Big up to Dalton Stewart. Dalton Stewart says greetings. All right, ballers and bugs family, send them on. You already highlighted the Reggae Boys ballers for the comeback. But we can't go around it, Junior. We always have to give Bayer Leverkusen and Xabi Alonso, Victor Boniface, the man who's leading the line. I think he scored, 10 or 12 goals so far in our competitions for Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen gets my ball of the week. 17 games, 16 victories, 62 goals scored, 14 goals conceded, top of the Bundesliga, top of their group in Europa League or in European competition. Bayer Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso, next coach of Real Madrid. Like we say, well, hopefully, I'll let ball of the week performance. And that's it. That's it. We don't know long talking. Bugs family, who do you have?
Dirty stinking Brazil. Dirty stinking Brazil. You're sully the name of the great nation by one disrespecting the Argentinian. I don't know what happened in the stands. You might hear stories from one side or the other. It don't matter. You sully the great name. A Pele rolled them grave about 15 times already this week. First of all, they wanted to honor Leo Messi. Why? Second of all, we're going to beat up the man them fans. And third of all, we're going to lose to Argentina 1-0 in a World Cup qualifier. Fourth of all, they haven't won a game. Was a 4 games straight. Yo, Brazil are idiots. Yo, Brazil has stopped playing football since 2010. I don't know why I want to cry. I want to ball. And my other bug, the dentist, Mr. Helmgren, so however I want him. Listen, we beat Tapa. The game when that forever, that means Tapa cannot coach football, was a game against Mexico. When Tapa made the change, I think we were either up or the game was tied at the time. And it's like 5 minutes leave and Tapa made a change at right back. And that's where the goal.
We were leading, right?
I think we were leading.
1-0 at the deadline.
Yeah. And Tapa made the change and we were on the watch along like, what the hell kind of change is this? And look at what happened. Right? Now, Mr. Helmgren, son, our dentist over in one name, I have defended you. It might sound that way because you just got your greatest Jamaican result as a coach. How is he getting bug of the week? We sat down on the watch along. I said it, you can watch it. When Demarai Gray got the yellow card and then he got the injury and he was, Mr. Sub, this is the time you sub him. Sub. And somehow Demarai Gray got treatment while Jamaica is trying to hold on for dear life, got treatment off the field for like 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, and then come on the field and kick with the ball and get a second yellow card. Oh, the Demarai Gray is a damn idiot, forgetting the second yellow card. But the dentist, you as a coach, you need to protect the player from the players sometime. The players do their best to get Jamaica back to where they are. It's not you. I know you. I know Leon Bailey. I was going to talk about that too. I know Uno. The players did their best. When you are supposed to now be the coach and come in and save the players from themselves, you fail. You fail, man. So the dentist get a bug of the week. My last bug of the week, Everton. The Everton fans, it was so cute putting up those highlighter colored English Premier League. What is a fraud or whatever it's up, whatever the hell it's up on the paper.
Violating the Premier League profitability and sustainability rules.
Whatever it want to be. Now, when you watch American sports and they want to get fancy and then put up a banner, when you watch Champions League and the man them want to put up a sign and send a message, you going to tell me say somebody couldn't print out a big enough picture that I cut up in small squares and give one whole side of stats and say everybody put up this in 10 minutes. You tell me say you couldn't do that? You gonna tell me say for the whole game we couldn't have a big enough banner? Well, King Cuz luck. Look, listen. We had Thanksgiving this week in America. So if it was in America, King Cuz and FedEx lack. Excuse. Them no lack of England. Come on, Everton, man. It's for that alone. That could have next 10 points, man. Because the highlighter color was killing my eyes in the broadcast. I mean that.
Dalton Stewart says, Junior, you have to take up the whole show. Keep it simple. After you name, come on, Lee. Bugs of the week, Dalton. Man, weird. The man for calling back all their players. Weird. What Dalton give Man City bug of the week? Bugs is Man City for calling back all their players on international duty, pretending to be injured for all of them to start against the mighty Liverpool. Shows how Pep fears Liverpool. Dalton a drink liquor. Jeremy Levy said, Benton, these are the words of Junior Pringle and not Ballchat. Exactly, 100%. Everton fans, Brazil supporters group, hate mail to Junior Pringle. I think it's Jeremy and Samuel says, or it's Jeremy and Levy says, bug of the week for Harry Maguire. Junior, which one? And
no, Jeremy said baller is Harry Maguire. Jeremy and Samuel said Harry Maguire. Jeremy and Levy say he's a bug.
All right.
I'm Samuel said the man plays solid.
All right. Once the comments them run through, I can't answer them again. All right, ballers and bugs segment, family. My bugs of the week. Serginho Dest, come on down. Stupid.
How forget about it?
Stupid red card. Stupid players who got stupid red cards in the international break getting bugs of the week for me. Serginho Dest acted like a child in the game against Trinidad and Tobago. US, were defeated 2-1 by Trinidad and Tobago. Nobody don't really care about the score overall. But Serginho Dest will miss the the semi-final of the Nations League. Bug of the week, Serginho Dest. Actually, you need to be a gangster on that team for straightening him up after arguing with the referee. Bug of the week, Demarai Gray. Hold this bug out. I have repeatedly said that Demarai Gray is a godsend for the Reggae boys. But Demarai Gray acted like a child. Bug of the week. Now he will miss the semi-final of the Nations League. Bug of the week. Acted like a pitney. Reece James. Bug of the week. Chelsea's coach Mauricio Pochettino said this is a young team. Chelsea's coach Mauricio Pochettino, after the defeat against Newcastle, said this is a young team. If it's a young team and they need to grow, Reece James, as one of the most experienced general or baller, should not be getting red cards so he can take one himself. The man come on the field and acted like a child, arguing with opposition bench. Red card will miss games. Bug of the week. And Brazilian police officers who beat the fans, the Argentina supporters. Even though sometimes some supporters forget too cuff. Even though sometimes some supporters they forget two buttons. Brazilian police officer took it too far. Them could have just corralled them rather than beating them. Alright, ballers and bug segment, family. Alright, we could go through the show now. Football roundup. We get to the EPL football roundup and run through the thing. Because EPL results. Aston Villa versus Aston Villa defeated Spurs 2-1. Manchester United. In fact, we can't start no else but Alejandro Garnacho. Manchester United and Cristiano Ronaldo fans taking a 1 minute or 2 minutes and talk about it. Go ahead.
No, you get him chance. You get him chance and take it. The you took his chance and take it. That's all I've said about that. That is a worldly goal. Is one of those, like I said, one of those rare moments where everything just aligned perfectly for you. And the way he reacted from the shot, he knew he connected, is something that he obviously practiced. So for all those who aspire to be professional footballers, take that goal as an example. That is not a by chance. That's not luck. That is practice. That's repetition, and that's a man doing something he's done in practice many times. So you want to know how to be a professional baller, right there, son. But for the game, though, in all fairness, and enough people might disagree with me, that goal is kind of misleading to how the game was. Because the first half, Everton should have scored at least 2 goals. So, Man U win 3-0 is a great goal. Menu to me, and I think Menu had a bigger game than even the Garnacho goal. That is how good Menu played today. He was the bright spark today, in my opinion.
What a boy, bossy. Alejandro Garnacho says, quote, "I can't believe it. To be honest, I didn't see it. I just heard from the crowd and thought, oh my God, maybe goal of the season. Thoughts only, though it's only November. Man, I say goal I see is already," end quote. The man claim his, which probably eventually will be, but make the experts go ahead and give the award. I'm coming like Cristiano Ronaldo.
And I was about to say that is somebody that they reported from years that him idolize him wearing the same number 17 that Ronaldo started with. Maybe next year, Mount are going to go to 7 and give it to him. I'm just saying.
All right, make a run through the results as the so-called big game of this weekend's EPL action. Man City versus Liverpool was an utter disappointment. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Erling Haaland scored. Your thoughts on this football game, brother?
You know, and people, correct me if I'm wrong, because so Dalton said Trent baller, his baller is Trent equalizer Arnold, Villa are going to have a podcast with her, right? But everybody that watched that Liverpool versus Man City game, be honest with me. Do you think that Liverpool is on par with Man City, or do you sometimes I get a vibe sometimes that Pep relishes certain games against certain coaches. Him respect a coach so much, or the way a coach prepare himself, that him love the game where him don't even care about the result. Him just want to see a certain type of football game play. I think that is how Man City play the game. Man City approach the game, in my opinion, Liverpool was chasing the game, and Man City was playing with them food, and end up he come back and bite them. But I want thing though, Trent, that's why we get Trent ball of the week. Because Darwin Nunes got a goal, a similar shot to what Trent scored. And Nunes couldn't get the ball out of his foot. And Trent only wanted 2 touches. And we're talking about a right back. So Trent a baller for me this week. But I question Pep strategy sometimes playing against certain coaches. I think Pep is a fan of certain type of football games, and he sat down and wanted to see the strategic moment instead of making the ball and then play.
All right. So do you think the early kickoff time had any impact on this game?
No.
No.
I mean, why would it?
Yeah, a big game they're supposed to play 11 a.m. on Sunday, not when look at Bugside, Everton, and Manchester United game. No, all right. I understand that Man City has Champions League and Liverpool has the other local league, Europa League or whatever Bush League. And so they're trying to give the European team. But Manchester United also have Champions League. For a marquee mashup in the Premier League, this is not supposed to be no 7:30 game, brother. This is supposed to be 12:30 on a Saturday or Eastern time, or 11 a.m. on a Sunday, Eastern time.
All right, but 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Remember that is night in England, and winter is coming. So do you want to see the two best sides in England playing where the weather can affect the game?
Weather affect the game any way.
No, I mean, if the sunlight over.
I mean, all right. I had my expectation going in the game, and I've been excited to watch these two teams because I thought Liverpool resurgence, the Liverpool that we saw a few years ago was back full tilt. But then I saw Liverpool against Luton, and I was like, yo, kind of idiot side this. So, this game failed to deliver, man, and I was very disappointed in how the approach and the entertainment. Yo, like Man City is just find Doku, and from my little commander Salah them, from Sterling, Salah, Jeremy Doku, him is a one-trick pony, cause it look like him lost at sea, and I think Man City is missing John Stones. Of course, they're missing the big baller,
De Bruyne.
But I think they're missing John Stones. And what he does is that he gives them an extra player right beside Rodri in the midfield. He seems to be telling Akanji to do that role now. Akanji can't manage that. As for Liverpool, I've been on here and said Liverpool can work with the midfield, what they have. They're fine, but I am wrong. They need a holding midfielder. They need a holding midfielder. And with a January transfer window or summer, then if we get somebody who can sit in that hole and can direct and dictate the ball game. Tired of them looking idiot side there, man. I woke up from 6 a.m., put on a pot of coffee, and ready, hype, and the ball game was just lukewarm. The only excitement in the ball game was Darwin Núñez, I try fight Pep. Over what? Foolishness. All right, let's choose some of the comments, family, as we go through the scores.
Jeremy Levy said Van Dijk an idiot. He should have read the pass. Talking about the Erling Haaland goal. I will talk about that in a group chat. One for export on that a little bit. Chin said, people crowding Doku as the best thing since sliced bread are crazy. He's average at best. It shows how little wingers need to do nowadays to be considered good. Dalton says a game of that magnitude should never been played direct after an international break. If somebody even stop drink, and Jeremy Levy said Bernardo Silva is a baller.
Yeah,
Bernardo Silva is a baller.
I think that the point, I don't know if Chin says that the point about how little wingers have to do to be regarded as is profound. Because I some look a kick and run it down artists. They both a play wing right now. And I get big contract. Next
Rodrigo, we're 10 for Brazil.
We'll get to Brazil now in 2 minutes. Well, 5 minutes. Next ball game. Newcastle Butter Bruise Chelsea family. 4-1. Mauricio Pochettino says that it's a young team. They need to have these moments. Is he running out of excuses, family?
No, he's not. He can use some other excuses. I mean, the young team one door that wasn't necessary, because two of your ballers that made the two biggest mistakes in the game are probably old. Thiago Silva old, right?
Yeah.
And that giveaway that he gave for just give up the goal was just ridiculous. 1 minute after
Joel Linton.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. And then Reece James getting the red card. Those are young players. These are seasoned veterans. Thiago Silva bride. If that is season in bride, he's salt up.
Yeah.
So you can't use young. He probably young in Pochettino's system. That I don't know. I try to help the coach, but Chelsea for some reason mentally, when something go wrong, the bottom just a pause. The wife and all that. It just seems to just drop out, right? And you have to say, yo, what is it mentally that is stopping, that is causing this? Why, when Chelsea get thumping at them both, they can't punch back, they have to collect 3 more punches. I don't understand.
It's a very indisciplined team, I think. I mean, maybe them call it age or whatever, but it's a very indisciplined team. Some of the high-priced, high-valued ballers, them come in, and them very emotional, them wear the emotion upon them sleeves, and then anything is passa, and they pick up yellow cards, but Raheem Sterling aside, Raheem Sterling was outstanding. Was absolute. In fact, right now, you remember when we were youth, we used to say, yo, any side want to play black or pearl, just level now on forward and give black or pearl. Let me take on the whole. That's the vibes that Raheem Sterling I represent right now with Chelsea. A.k.a. black or pearl as in Walter Boy. I mean, he is the engine that is pushing this team, and he needs someone. The local British baller, Cole Palmer, who started out well, was missing in action yesterday. Joe Linton missed a sitter. So they could have picked up a few more, Junior.
Yeah, I think Newcastle missed a couple chances. So I think indiscipline is the right word. And I don't think any coach can do it. I think the chemistry of the team is just off.
So how do you coach ball game, how do you make professional players, theoretically, just put yourself in a Pochettino shoe. How do you improve the discipline of your team? If you are Pochettino, other than slap them up and box them up, a.k.a., big boom.
It's addition by subtraction. Okay. And this is why coaches always bring their players in. This is why coaches always have their favorites and always show favoritism to their favorites, right? And right now, Pochettino doesn't have any favorites at Chelsea. Pochettino came in with a full cupboard and they said, go and make it work. But within that full cupboard, they already hated each other. And it shows. It shows that they are professional, but they don't like each other. You can tell Chelsea just doesn't like playing football with each other. So for me, January is a fire sale. You said that Liverpool want a holding midfielder. Well, come and get Enzo. Give me a king's ransom and take Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo definitely not living up to it. Of course, Chelsea's missing Romeo Lavia, another holding midfielder who is apparently on the mend. But there is a hope with Chelsea fans that once Christian Nkunku returns from injury, he will be the savior. But I don't know, brother. That's a lot to do.
He's not scored 4 goals yesterday.
Yeah, but then Pochettino made a comment recently that Nkunku have to fight for his position when he comes back. In this bug team,
as he should, because you have Cole Palmer that is hype. You have Jackson that don't care what you want to say. You give Jackson a chance. If you give Jackson 5 chances, he's scored 1 of them.
No, make it 10, Junior. 10 chances.
All right, 10 chances.
It's converged. I am actually, and we'll look at Spurs, Aston Villa, and I know Pochettino is your coach. I am actually disappointed relative to Spurs coach. I'm very disappointed in Pochettino because Spurs coach, with the timetable and that he has been in place at Spurs, you can see something are going on. They might win football games. Call it mad or maddening. But with Pochettino and Chelsea, so from that angle, I am impressed with Ange Postecoglou or whatever.
Stop it.
Stop. What is it? Posta glue. People, stand on the pronunciation for the brother Ange.
By curse bad, right? And you know what? He might be fired before you even figured out how to pronounce his name.
Dalton said, what exactly would Liverpool do with Enzo? I'm glad we never get him in January.
You have to ask which Enzo. Because if Liverpool was to get Argentina Enzo, they beat Man City Saturday.
Argentina Enzo probably only look good because Messi in our side.
True, but if they were to get Argentina's version of Enzo, the ball would play a lot quicker going forward. And I think Salah is hurting from that this year. The ball is not getting to him quick enough. And I think Enzo will do that. But when you talk about Tottenham,
yeah,
I said it. The game against.
You said the slide is gonna come.
It's up. Some things are just obvious because we sat down and was saying, you know what? The book is out on Tottenham, because you watch a game with Tottenham, they're up. I think they were up at the time. They get a red card, and we came on the show and we credited Ange, whatever one name, for
I think that was the game against Chelsea, right?
The Chelsea or Newcastle?
Oh, okay. I remember the Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea. It was Chelsea.
Yeah.
We credited it because it said he did not change his tactics. He played the same way. The approach was the same. Tottenham was still going on guns blazing. Then he hit me. Is it that he's not changing his tactics because he doesn't have a second gear? And today's game is the same thing. You saw Aston Villa make the adjustments. Unai Emery, the Europa Cup winning Unai Emery, made his Europa Cup like changes at halftime and turned the game around in the second half. So you have to know, sir, the book is out. These coaches are too good of a coaches. You have too good of a backroom staff to not study and analyze a team and say, okay, you started fast. No, let me take this away from you. How do you play from that? And I think that's what Tottenham is running in.
All right.
Tottenham, you need to link Pochettino. Him have a fire sale going on in January.
No, all right. I get what you're saying and regarding Ange and Spurs. And ultimately, he probably will do some modifications. But it's not like the system is built in such a way that you press, you play a high line, you recover the ball high up the field, and you go on a surge to try to get goals. Now, ultimately, I think what Tottenham Achilles heel, they need a surgical striker or somebody else who can convert high efficiency with the one Son. Because today they created chances, multiple chances. In fact, this game probably in the 30 or 48 minutes should have been like 3-2 or 3-3 or whatever. The amount of chances. So Destiny and Udagi got chance. I mean, Son had chances. Kulusevski beat the goalkeeper and hit the post. So I think from Ange's perspective, Tottenham's coach he is saying in the grand scheme of things, the system is doing what he desires. Create the chances. Because I envision that what them hope to do is just run up a bag of goals for most teams and then tell them, say, come at me, and we'll kill you.
All right, so when you bring up the standings soon, and when you look at where we are in the grand scheme of things, and you look at the teams that are amongst them, I would say good luck to you trying to run up those goals against those teams. And when they go up against teams that are fighting against relegation, good luck trying to run up the goals against those teams as well. So what is the goal here? Is the goal Champions League spot? Or is the goal try to look as good as you can and I use the excuse that the cupboard is bare? That's where we're heading right now because the book is out on Tottenham.
I mean, I think for Tottenham, ultimately, I don't think they have the horses to play, the depth to play the system. So if they keep losing games, which at this rate they will, until the big team, the players return, then he might have to change. He might have to do something else. He might have to drop off back. Today he played MC Royal and Ben Davis. It's almost like he played four wing backs across the back line. It's like, Emerson Royal and Ben Davis in center half, and then Poro and Destiny on the left back position, Poro on the right. So, I mean, I see what they're trying to do, but on another day, I think he will tell you that we'll get goals and we'll be all right.
Okay.
All right. Other notable results from this weekend, just EPL roundup. In fact, Sheffield United goalkeeper should get a bug of the week. You saw the mistake the man make.
Why? But I mean, Sheffield is a dumpster fire. So both happen.
Yeah, but I mean, the goalkeeper now helping him come out a control ball and a ramp with the ball and a give it the ball. I mean, that now gonna help, brother.
But it's a sweeper keeper.
Yeah. Luton pick up a very big victory for Luton. And Arsenal pick up very big victory also for Arsenal.
Arsenal? What is it? Arsenal is just, it feel like last year, but something is different. Them just under the radar.
Yes. I guess when I'm thinking about Arsenal, this version of Arsenal, they look a little bit more mature. You used to say, boy, Fergie said, and
when
you have to
Premier
win
League
games ugly.
Yes.
Win football. They look a little bit more mature in the sense that them they don't know fandangles, they might try to win football games. And that's ultimately going to let you win championships. So they look a little bit more.
Is this but is this the Declan Rice effect?
No, everything you want to Declan Rice. Maybe it's a year older in this coach. With the coach Arteta now is a year more seasoned. It's not Declan Rice.
But we remove Partey as. I remember before this year, it was always, can they keep Partey healthy enough to get to the stretch run? Can they keep Partey healthy enough for the big games, right?
Yeah.
The difference right now is just Declan Rice.
Yeah, and maybe it's both. Maybe it's a contributing as a factor of both. But yeah, you can't add in that level of experience, and and not get some, not acknowledge when things are going well from. So yeah, we have to give him some credit. All right, the standing family. Arsenal at the top, back at the top of the perch. Man City in number 2 position, and down at bottom is Burnley. Even when Everton got 10 points deducted, Burnley still down at bottom, brother.
Hey, but what does Everton and Burnley have in common? Sean Dyche.
But Everton was on a decent, in the last 3 games, picked up 7 points in the last 5 games, and then Manchester United shut the door on it today. So, I mean, overall, it's the first game back from the international break. So we'll see. Fulham and Wolves will close out the round. So we'll see how things shake out, family. Anything that stood out to you in the table?
What stood out to me in the table is actually what you just highlighted. The 10-point deduction is actually making us get a race for relegation. I remember before, we already said Sheffield, Burnley, Luton gone. We said that 2 weeks of the season. Them 3 teams are good. Them gone. They're not going to do anything this year. Get ready for play. Go back whatever Premier, whatever League One, whatever. Now all of our championship. Now all of a sudden them drop Everton, and now it's going to be, can the mighty Everton, can the storied Everton just get 2 more wins to come out of the relegation zone? And that's all I mean. If they get 2 wins, them get back above Luton.
Yeah,
so that it actually make it exciting for watch football for relegation purposes now too.
Yeah, and we'll see how this 10 points deduction and this penalty that was added to Everton, that was imposed on Everton. While we were away, family, Premier League statement said that, quote, Following a 5-day hearing last month, the commission determined that Everton FC profit and sustainability rules calculation for the relevant period resulted in a loss of £124.5 million as contended by the Premier League. It exceeded the threshold of £105 million. Well, it's not a loss of 124. The threshold was 105 million, and according to the Premier League, they had a loss of 124 over the 3-year period. Junior, the penalty was imposed, 10 points deducted. Sean Dyche and Everton brass and Everton people said that they thought this was harsh because ultimately they do admit that they violated the rules, they broke the rules, but the amount or that loss is not as great as the EPL is making it out to be. Sound like somebody that need to go do some maths or something.
Yeah, but they can't determine what the EPL can decide what is harsh or that or what is heavy or that. The only thing I don't like about it is the instant loss of points.
So where would you do it?
Start the next season.
So, but you know how this gets sticky now because Burnley, Leeds, and I think Southampton, 3 clubs or 4 clubs were given the approval by the commission to actually seek legal compensation legally against Everton. Of course, these clubs were relegated when Everton stayed up. So,
but that have done for like.
How you mean it have nothing to do with it?
Profitability does have anything to do with the results of the field.
But if you cook the books and I get better ballers to improve your results on the field, then how it doesn't have nothing to do with it? Because in my lawsuit against you, if I am Burnley or these other teams, I am alleging that Everton cooked the books to gain a competitive advantage and kept them in the EPL.
All right. So what? So okay. So assuming that angle is right? What do you want as for damages?
I want my money because I got relegated to the championship and it's a huge loss, whereas you stayed up. It's a huge financial loss. You have been on record on many occasions highlighting how significant a loss it is when you go to the championship.
I'm curious though to see what the head-to-head. If I look at the head-to-head, and the team, the third team, not the bottom team, not the second worst team, the third team alone probably should get damages. If you don't want to Everton put the books that Everton is worse off than you. All right, if you take you take away the 10 points from last year, Everton will get relegated. But that third team, fine. Look, that aside, we can't argue about that. I just think the 10 points should be taken away next year. I don't like that they take it away instantly because now, what if Everton was to fight it? I don't know how the Lions would have fight it. And what if by some miracle they will not win the case? They just like what Juventus did. And they were up and down. Then you add back the 10 points. The Everton approach to a game is different. Then the arbiters come in and go back through it and say, oh no, the original ruling was right there, drop back the 10 points again. Now Everton's approach to the next game is different. It messed with the season.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. In the sense that if Everton is supposed to be appealing the charges because this is why they have them corrupt stickers or whatever.
Right.
Out. So this 10-point deduction may not end up at 10 points. It could be 4, could be 5, maybe it could be 0. I don't know. All right, but we'll see. I think whatever. I know the big story, Junior. We need to move on. The big story though is about people are saying that this is harsh. Some are saying that this is harsh. And if Everton get this sort of punishment, then what does it mean for Man City, who allegedly violated 115 of the Premier League. Man City said them innocent still, but you know.
Yeah, but all right. So use that as precedent. You deduct 40 points from them the next. I don't care, but you can't vacate wins. The precedent won't be set that we're vacating wins, we're vacating trophies. I don't think that will ever happen. But you know it's coming from Man City, and it might not be now, it might not be next year, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, but I think the moral of the story too is that if you have a cheat or you have a thief, aka steal, do it so that when you get caught, you actually have something stashed away. You have something decent to give back. I mean, Everton allegedly cooked the books and, well, not cooked the books. They overspent. And they overspent on bugs, so they failed to win football games. And so if Man City now sit down there and say, all right, we overspent. But Man City can sit back and say, well, at least I play some serious football and we won some serious ball games. You see me, David? So Juventus is on the record of doing this many times. If you're going to cook the books and do it to actually achieve something and achieve something. Not that I am promoting or condoning the behavior. All right, football family, we're going to pivot to CONCACAF Nations League. Just a final roundup on international football. We need to go my way out a little bit. But semi-finals set. USA versus Reggaegirlz, March 21st, 2024. Panama versus Mexico. Junior, massive accomplishment by the Reggaegirlz. Of course, they qualified for Copa America 2024. We can't big them up enough, brother. Your thoughts on early reading and just the week that was in international CONCACAF football?
Coming into the second game against Canada, I said Jamaica had no chance, right? None. We're going to lose. We can't beat Canada in Canada. So guess what? Going up against America in America with Berhalter 2.0, and Berhalter have something to prove. America is on a mission to show that they are ready to play world football coming up next World Cup. We have no chance against America next year, March 21st, unless we bring in the gunman. You see goal Greenwood score. Forget that. Imagine what play for Jamaica Benton. We need him better.
Virgin, we don't want a man who have force of themselves by a woman to play for his side, brother. We have standards. We don't want a man who tell a woman, say, I want you, me take it. We don't want a man around here who force of themselves by a woman. We have enough. We have enough issues trying to get sponsors to support the Reggaegirlz. we don't want this. And we don't want to go to a ball game and then have to hide the woman them because of certain players or certain player. All right.
So Greenwood aside then. By early read, Jamaica is in dire need of a holding midfielder for that game. We need a holding.
Yeah, I think if Amir Hal Gibson forward back with Latibadir in that midfield, whatever reach him should reach him. I'm not
well, a Copa Cup berth in the summer going to reach him. So
yeah, that. But massive accomplishment. BM says credit to the Reggaegirlz. We always say they don't show up in the big games. But them normally not show up. But they prove us wrong this time, and a whole heap of videos are circulate about interviews and this, that, and the other. Rightfully so, brother, and doing a celebration.
But they were due. They were due. Jamaica was due for that moment. They were due for that game. It's been 20 years. They've been failing at these opportunities, right? So they were due. They were due for a moment like that. The last time not 20 years, last time they had a moment like that, in my opinion, was when they first beat America in a Gold Cup in Atlanta, the 2-1 game.
Yeah.
That to me is close to this. But look, we are trying to get to a stage where we can say this is the norm. We can go to Canada, and Canada's supposed to play 100% focused areas. What happened to you will happen to you. It should not be a surprise. That's the state where we're trying to get to.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, we are trying to make this be the norm, not the outlier. So, Hal Grimson, the dentist, aka dentist, you have work to do. But big up to the players. BM says Corey Anderson should be the CDM going forward. Yo, hey, whosoever, forward, because we can't continue with Latiba there in the midfield. Panama, Mexico in the other semi-final, Junior.
Yeah, and Honduras, I don't know what the hell happened to Honduras.
Honduras, some of Honduras players, them and Honduras fans, then you forget bugs of the week. Brother, you cannot show up with a 2-0 lead at El Azteca or La Azteca or whatever, and things say, brother, you go just lay down and drop a ground every minute, and then things say you now get a lengthy added time on. The game was just, I say, have 2-0 lead. It's not like Mexico is no world beater team. This is not our big side Mexico team. Of course, if it was, they wouldn't have a 2-0 lead. So Honduras never show up wanting to win the game, I thought. They didn't use their advantage well. Should have probably played more on the counter. And every minute is a lay down. And it's not, Mexico not thief, nobody, brother. It's like, the man, them just, everything you touch a Honduran player, them drop. I say, I want to them, like gunshot reaching.
Yeah. And BM says, also 2017 World Cup when Tapa beat Mexico in the semis. We also drew 0-0 the group stage, yeah. And Mexico to thief. The ref added one on more time than he should. Yo, that's home cooking. They should come to expect that.
But if you don't want more time added on, play a ball, drop. Come drop down every minute to get a Mexico. But the playoff games, two teams, of course, the four semifinalists for the CONCACAF Nations League will automatically qualify for the 2024 Copa America. Two other teams can join those four teams. Costa Rica versus Honduras, Canada versus Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, the more tournaments you qualify for, the more money potentially that you can get, and essentially more things to inject. So JFF should be getting some funds.
Yeah, and more exposure, because now if a team wants to play or get ready for a game against a competitive game against a Central American team or a South American team, Jamaica will be one of the first teams they call to say, all right, give me a game like that mimics Venezuela or whoever. So you need more exposure, more games, more exposure. Yeah, it's just common.
And more performances like those will foster more investment, hopefully. More investment. Penny, for your thoughts on Canada family, and where did they go from here?
Well, the coach resigned like instantly after the game. I don't even think he made it to the he didn't make it to the press conference as a coach. So they are now officially in retool mode. Half of that team that played against Jamaica, we're not seeing them again. That's it for them.
Yeah, and so Canada is in a spot about it. They have to figure out things. Trinidad will fancy their chance to beat this team in that playing game. The semifinal games will be held in Texas, Arlington, Texas. So, gas up the Bentley, we could get ready for forward. Or gas up the Honda, we could get ready for forward. Reggaegirlz have a game coming up, Junior. I have not seen, I don't know if you have, but I have not seen an official squad from the JFF. Reggaegirlz will play Panama this week at the National Stadium. Big game to qualify for CONCACAF Women's Gold Cup action. We're going to do a watch along for this ball game. Junior, it's Wednesday. It looks like the regular stars them won't be available.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. I'm curious to see which team could show up. I'm curious to see how they play. Is a must-win game. I was hoping that the regular stars would return and them Kumbaya will come together, beat up Panama and keep it moving, right? that's not happening. And no coach going to have to really earn him stripes.
Karen Madden of TVJ tweeted, or what the formerly, what is it, X, formerly Twitter, posted this on social media. For immediate release, the following players have been selected by Xavier Gilbert for the games against Guatemala on December 3rd and Panama on November 29th. Lauren Reed, Michaela Days, Zoe Vedori, Chenlu Asha, Israela Grooves, Rikesha Walker, Marlo Sweatman, Davia Richards, Michaela Days, Malika Days, and Michaela Days, Chanel Buckley, Melissa Johnson, Alea Morgan, Tania Burnett, Serena Mensah, Shanice Foster, Destiny Power. Yo, not the regular ballers, them. Najuri Butts, Shashana Campbell, Shania Harris, Sydney Street, Javene Jones, Lachante Paul, Malaya Atkins. Them could even put it in a one like decent color code or something.
Okay? It's not reggae oriented. It's not the Reggaegirlz anymore.
It's not even the reggae. BM says Panama only needs a point to top the zone and qualify directly for the Gold Cup. I see Jamaica at best finishing second and qualifying for the playoffs. And what BM just pointed out is important. The Reggaegirlz will make this inaugural tournament. They might not win the group, but they will make it via the playoff route.
Yeah, but all Jamaica have to do is win them next two games. Panama, yes, BM is right. Panama just only need one, but they only have one game left against Jamaica and Jamaica. So if and you know what? I'm going to go on record and say this. If Jamaica slip, trip, fall, and beat Panama on Wednesday, we're supposed to beat Guatemala after that. If that happens, the regular players who can put the name in history and lock up the book and say, gone out to the business.
Yeah, we have to see it first. We have to see them win first. Then we talk about them other things there.
Even if they don't win, I think they had a good showing against Panama in the first game. I think they are a goalkeeper away and a midfielder away from being a very good team, respectfully to the rest of the nations. We for set a standard now. And
but we are shoot ourselves in the foot, brother. I wonder why, come forward. I wonder why. We are shoot ourselves in the foot because what we are saying, we can make a deal with the players them that are away and figure out you have this expand your pool and you have a more competitive squad.
Players are for
humble. Man.
I agree, but the players are for humble themselves and forward.
Well, I guess there's enough blame to go around. All right, schoolboy football before we go our yard. Mona versus Heidel. Big up in Manning Cup semi-final and the one and only Lenworth, Teacher Hyde and Clarendon College versus Glenmuir. Junior, who you put the house money upon?
So you have the uptown final, Mona versus Heidel. Bullet. Yeah, this is Mona's year. After last year's crying, this year turned to tears of joy. Mona. And then CC.
Yeah, you have to big up Bullhead. You have to big up Craig Butler and what he's doing with Mona. Monumental achievement. First final for Mona. Heidel was in the final, in the Manning Cup final in 2012. I guess Heidel needs to do what they have to do. Clarendon College is a standard bearer in schoolboy football. It's always good to watch his team. Glenmuir, I do some good work. So big up himself. Yo, engineer, I eat that in a Champions League football this week. But I eat that in a brother. I eat that. Eat that. Football family, we are trying to keep the show at 1 hour. Running earlier. And getting the things off, getting the thoughts in. Connect with us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on Twitter at Ballchat1. We're on Facebook at Ballchat. Reggaegirlz will play Panama this Wednesday, 7 p.m. We'll do a watch along for that game. Reggaegirlz need a victory. Yo, engineer, Alejandro Garnacho do a swoo in the land of Messi. I want to him. We have got to take away my Argentina passport.
I think you have a Jamaican grandfather.
Look more.